It's like I'm living rent-free in your heads again, huh? I mean, if you're gonna spend your days obsessing over me, you might as well start calling me something respectable. Maybe Daddy Shizzy, or better yet, Papa Nut. Who's the grown-up here? Alright, it's me. Let's go. Call me Daddy, yeah, that's who I am. Running your mind's like a master plan. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, take your pick. I'm opening your thoughts while you still act sick. Call me Daddy, it's what you mean. Why you chase the crooks and I take the lead? Living rent-free, that's my name. Go ahead, say it, put some respect on your name. Man, I'm too old, well here's a surprise. I'm the one with the brains while you're stuck with the lies. You act like you're experts, but here's the reality. I'm the one controlling your mental reality. So while you're out there trying to throw shade, I'm sipping coffee and you're feeling betrayed. You're mad, I got the spotlight, now it's my time. So why not call me Daddy or Papa with a rhyme? I'm the landlord and you're just the tenants, stuck in your headspace with no end to sight, no repentance. Call me Daddy, you know it's true. You'd be lost without me, stuck in the glue. Call me Daddy, I'm holding your mind while you're scrambling, trying to find what's behind. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, don't you see? You're living in my world now, I'm the VIP. Call me Daddy, just let it be. While you're trying to figure out your own identity. Oh, I see you're confused, trying to get it right, spinning your wheels while I'm out of sight. You think you got it figured, but you got it all wrong. I've been running your minds all along, but sure, keep pretending you don't care. Keep saying you're done, but I'm still in the air. You got no choice but to bow to my name. Daddy Shizzy is here to own the game. You say you don't watch, but you're obsessed. Every word I say puts you to the test. Call me Daddy, Papa Nut, you know you should, because I've been living rent-free, and you know it feels good. Shizzy Daddy, owning your headspace, and there's no escape. Good luck with that.
Good evening, everybody. Man, oh, do we have part Deuce for you on this? I thought it was so fitting. It was so fitting because, of course, what is today? Wednesday? I've lost track of time so early on. Oh, speaking of early mug raid. Thank you, Emma Washington, for the $2 super chat. That is so kind of you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And that's gonna give you a star right up here in that little blank spot right there. There we go, right there. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're filling this thing up. We are having a little bit of fun tonight. So crazy. Yeah, I heard with what happened with Megan. That's just absolutely crazy. I love the opening music and blast the volume. Oh yeah. Well, and I will let you guys know that next week I will be out of town. That means no morning streams, no evening streams, no nothing. It's going to be a little bit of a break away from it, and it's only because I'm going to be doing some like actual, like physical labor work. I gotta go work the chain gang. No, I'm going to be at my brother-in-law's and putting in some raised garden beds, some shelves and things of that such. So I won't have time to do any streaming, but I'm thinking what I may do is put together a playlist, and maybe I'll run a poll and see if you guys are interested just having a playlist. And who knows, it'll be like dealer selection. For like all of next week, and it'll just be like something that stays on repeat. And let me run that poll, and we'll figure that out towards the end of the night. That's what I'll do. And depends on how the voting goes for it. That might be the thing to do. It'll be a mixture of all kinds of stuff, everything from like some I probably won't do any of the morning streams because those are sort of long and drawn out, but it'll probably be some of like the hails, some disturbed stuff, maybe even some music thrown in there. And I'll put together like this nice big long playlist that you can just listen to it for like the almost a week. I'm serious, it'll be almost a week that I'll be out and you won't see or hear from me at all. So let me do that. I'll run a poll and see if you guys are interested in that. If you are, then I'll just get it all set up and whenever I leave town on Saturday morning, I'll just hit the playlist on that. It'll be crazy. It'll just be like nonstop, like who knows what it'll be. It'll be just a mishmash of stuff. And then you get a chance to hear all the music that I put together, and you'd be able to tune in at any point in time. Let me do that. Now, and if you guys are just like, oh hell no, just leave us alone for a week, I can do that too. Let's do that. Start a poll. Let's see the question. What do I want to have here? Have a playlist while out of town. And if I could spell town, that'd be great, wouldn't it? Oh yeah, while out of town. And we'll just put in there a simple yes or no. There you go. And that'll I'll run that, and at the end of the night we'll see what the outcome was. How's that? We'll see what the actual outcome is. Florida does not give a flock. Yeah, I'm going to actually be in Florida. Yeah, Megan's going to be gone next week too. Oh yeah, it's going to be crazy. But yeah, I will be in Florida next week. I've got I got go visit with the brother-in-law, go spend time with the littles and the families, and it'll be a good time. And I just won't have time because I won't have any sort of equipment that I'm taking with. I mean, I'll have a laptop, and I found that can be really sort of iffy on the audio, like it doesn't come out really good. So I might jump in like on somebody's stream or something like that, but I won't be there for very long because I don't have the place to set up and be secluded away from everybody. Good evening, Elizabeth Moody, Tammy Pearson. So I'm not sure, she seems to get away with everything she does. Yeah, it does seem a little odd that she's able to get away with that kind of stuff. Damn typos. Shizzy's in Florida. I'll fire up the smoker ribs. Well, and I may run into Lauren Needy, which will be really cool, because I'm going to be in her neck of the woods. So I'll hit her up and see if we can go like grab some lunch or something like that. No guarantees on that because, well, she's busy and I'll be busy, and I don't know if our schedules will actually coincide. You know how that goes. So security has been informed with proof, but you know how that works. Yeah, it can be really, really crazy. Withdrawal? You're getting withdrawals? With what? Of ribs? Well, yeah, ribs would be really awesome. I mean, last time I was at the brother-in-law's place. Why were we there? Oh, that's right. Because we were not too far away from the brother-in-law, and we went and visited them for the one of the little's birthdays. And so, hey, Vice baby, how's it going? Good to see you. Yeah, we went to go visit them, and it was just sort of a spur of the moment, and there was just a whole mess going on. And so I was able to get some measurements and things like that for getting these shelves that they want to have put in. They're going to be mounted on the side of this thing, and it was a lot. That's what I did all. Well, even tonight I was putting some urethane coating on all this wood that I've been working on. I'll take a picture of it whenever it gets in there. Hey, Terry Jean, good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah. So tonight is one of those nights where I was like, do I do soft sits? And I was like, it would be easy to do part deuce of the letters. Now, this is a collection of all the letters that I've written to all of the crazy people, and there's lots of them. Trust me on this one. Just having them out there, having fun with it, and it just drives them absolutely nutty whenever they hear these things. And it seems like they got so bent out of shape that they decided to even reach out to Larry and was just like, I'm going to write an open letter to Larry. I was like, geez, that's pretty bad. Why would you do something like that? Oh my gosh. So I've just been, because I know that the time is coming where I'm going to be out of town. I didn't want to get too tied up on anything. I was thinking about doing maybe the Alex Jones deposition. I believe this was for Sandy Hook, and I said, well, that might take a couple of days to get through, and today was been one of those kind of crazy days where I didn't get any work done because I was so busy. Stop that satire. Get off my lawn. That's awesome. I love that. I love that. Tell Shizzy to stop that satire. Get off my lawn. I love that. That's awesome. Good to see you, Vice Baby. It is awesome. Oh my gosh. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. Oh yeah. Do remember to hit the thumbs up. This is this is one of those crazy evenings where I just sort of take my time and it will get there. It will get there. We'll have a letter. We'll joke around. We'll probably stop in the middle of it and maybe explain a few things for those that are not in the know, if you know what I mean. But of course, I have to have the music for these kinds of things. And of course, I'm not wearing the helmet tonight. Only reason is because it becomes very painful on the skull. It does. And if I'm doing a 2-hour stream, I'm not wearing that helmet for 2 hours. Now I'll put it on every so often if I feel like it. But other than that, it'll just be one of those.
On your tits.
Yeah, kind of moments. I love that one. That was so good. Oh my gosh. So we're gonna have a little bit of fun. Let me go ahead and let's get the first letter up here. Now, this particular letter would have been written, I'm trying to see, would have been written in December. So this would have been December of last year. I believe I was getting ready to go out of town whenever I wrote this nice little piece of a letter. And well, we'll just bring it up and we'll get the music happening here for you. There we go. An open letter to Brucey. The Courtroom Chronicles Extended Edition. Dear Brucey, Gavel Gladiator Madskin. Well. It seems Santa didn't bring you the court victory you so desperately wanted this year. Instead, Judge Belitho delivered a gift wrapped in a 23-karat sarcasm and tied with a bow of judicial nope. Your latest attempt to stifle Jeremy Hales by preemptively banning him from sharing depositions that hilariously haven't happened yet was not just denied, it was publicly dismantled with the kind of finesse usually reserved for late-night roast specials. Well, let's dive into the details of this masterpiece, shall we? First, your argument about Jeremy potentially video recording depositions. And if you don't remember, this was at the time that he was getting all bent out of shape about Jeremy videotaping depositions. Well, what a concept. You're so worried about hypothetical recordings of hypothetical depositions that you sprinted into court waving Rule 30b-3a like it was a fire extinguisher for a blaze that doesn't exist. The judge, bless his patience, calmly reminded you that Rule 30 doesn't actually work like that, dumbass, and then ordered that all depositions be stenographically recorded instead. And the translation there bubbles. was Bruce. Stop wasting everyone's time. Here's a procedural band-aid to calm your little nerves. Oh, and that cherry on top. The judge had to clarify that no one is allowed to video record these hypothetical depositions unless they come crawling back to court with good cause. Good cause, Bruce, buddy. If this is your A game, I shudder to think what qualifies as your plan B. Maybe a motion to ban all courtroom snacks in case Jeremy weaponizes a granola bar? But the real kick in the empty sack hanging between thine legs is your attempt to block Jeremy from sharing deposition transcripts. Oh, Bruce, I get it. You're afraid of another round of meme-worthy quotes lighting up the internet. I can just see the headlines now. Bruce Matkins says what? Or maybe you were hoping to avoid a new TikTok trend featuring dramatic reenactments of your greatest deposition hits. Well, either way, your argument boils down to Jeremy might embarrass me later, so let's preemptively muzzle him. Fortunately for you, Bubbles, the court doesn't hand out protective orders for bruised egos. The judge is in delightfully scholarly way, reminded you that general claims of embarrassment don't cut it. This isn't middle school, Bubbles. You can't call the teacher over just because someone might draw a caricature of you on a whiteboard. Unless Jeremy is planning to use those transcripts to start an underground roast battle league, the judge basically told you to grow thicker skin and stop being a bitch. I mean, carry on. Oh, let's not ignore the court's subtle dig at your lack of legal support for this argument when the judge quotes case law about why your motion doesn't make sense. You know you're playing checkers on a chessboard. Next time, maybe you just come prepared with more than I don't like what Jeremy might do. Just a thought. Oh, and speaking of thoughts, have you considered a career pivot? I hear clown schools are always looking for enthusiastic recruits, and judging by your ability to juggle baseless motions and dramatic courtroom antics, you'd fit right in. Maybe you can be the first litigator to perfect the art of subpoena delivery while riding a unicycle. Imagine the headlines then, Brucey. Now, I know you might be reading this thinking, oh, Shizzywhiznut, you just don't understand the gravity of this situation. Well, let's be real. When I'm not riding the short bus, I'm usually strapping on my trusty Velcro shoes and solving mysteries of the universe. If I can see the flaws in your flawed approach, it's time for a little self-reflection, my friend. So here's my advice. Put down the legal shovel. Stop digging yourself into a deeper hole. Son, take a breather. Maybe sign up for a pottery class to channel your creative energy somewhere constructive for once, or better yet, consider investing in a sturdy pair of metaphorical Velcro shoes to help you stick to legal arguments that actually have some traction. And in the meantime, we'll all be here, popcorn in hand, waiting for the next chapter in Adventures of Brucey Deucey Foreskin, Defender of the Indefensible. It's not just a legal case anymore. It's performance art. Yours sarcastically and sensationally Shizzywhiznut, short bus riding Velcro shoe wearing, but self-proclaimed genius at pointing out the obvious mistakes of others. Yeah, that was right before Christmas that I wrote that one. Hey, Killdozer, how you doing? How is everyone doing tonight? Man, oh man, applause. Thank you. Grazie. Yeah. I bet BBB will be there. Elemental P deposition March 19th. Why do you think that? So you have to understand March 19th. That's going to be an interesting day. Why? Because, well, I will be in town. I will be luxuriating, or let's just put it this way. I'll be chilling out, probably with a nice cold beverage in my hand, and all hot and sweaty, probably covered in sawdust and sweat. That's pretty much where I plan on being, is taking that little nice break away from everything and having a great time. He has to interrupt. Shizzy, it is good to be back from Florida. Get caught up with your fellow creators. Good to see you. How you doing, Georgie? Glad you could make it. Glad you could make it. It is going to be a very busy week next week. I'm positive of this because that's whenever those depositions are going to come out. And oh my, it's gonna get salty, spicy. Fox Rage, Shizzy will be getting busy. Yes, I will be very busy. I will hopefully by this time have a nice break away from everything. All of the documents that come in while I'm gone, I will probably most likely rather not want not 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 wanting to miss out on all of it, be catching up on all of them, reading over all of them, and come like maybe Sunday I will do a stream of a Sunday Spice. If not, then I will be doing like a Sunday night of just going over some of the filings and sort of getting my take on it, and I may not even have a chance to read over them, so I'll be hitting them all cold and not knowing what just happened right after that. You never know. A break is always good for the soul. Well, that would be fine if I had a soul. Fine if I have no soul. Can't you tell? It's doing all right, just getting around slowly tonight. Oh, sorry to hear that. Yeah, I'm getting around slowly myself tonight. It was a very long day filled with lots of antics and crazy stuff going on. 3D life does happen. Yeah, it is. It was one of those kinds of days that I got very little work done because there was just too much going on. Yeah, and I joke not about that. Of course, my lovely wife caused all of it. It wasn't her fault. We're in the middle of some 3D stuff that's happening. Nothing bad. It's all good stuff. It's just very time consuming. And whenever I'm ready to disclose what all of it's about, I will. But in the meantime, it's just been a very, very, very crazy, hectic past week, and it's only halfway done. Oh my God, you have no idea. Hey, Freckle Ginger, how's it going? Good to see you. It has been good. It's been good here though. So what I've got is the next letter ready to go. Now there was quite a bit of space in between this because of course the holidays came along. I got busy with life, which some of these haters should really get a life. They would probably feel much better if they did. just know that. Hey, Dwayne Rapp, good to see you. He became one of the newest members. Welcome. And it is wonderful to have new members. I appreciate every single one of you. I probably won't have any members only streams anytime soon. I probably will do one whenever I get back. Thank you so much. That one's for you right there, Dwayne. I appreciate you. I will probably do a member stream whenever I get back in town. That would be sort of my plan. Maybe just do a quick rundown of everything. I don't know. We'll see. Dark Mage, good to see you. It's going to be a very interesting time. Here we go. Let's pull up this next one right here. And of course, I will get the music happening again. And we've got plenty more. If we're only on what this one is, part 6 or something like that. So we do have more because I think it goes down to part 16. Ooh boy, here we go. Let's get some music happening here. Yet another open letter. January 2nd, 2025. Dear Bruce or Deuce or a former flesh removed. What a delightful way to kick off the new year. Another verbose, self-righteous diatribe from your high horse. I must admit, reading your missive was almost as entertaining as watching you bungle yet another attempt to paint yourself as the hero of this melodramatic farce of your own creation. For someone who claims to understand the law, your actions continue to demonstrate a stunning lack of comprehension about both legal ethics and common sense. Bravo, Brucey. Bravo. I'll start by answering some of your questions because even an artard like me can respond in such a simple way, just like Shizzy Daddy should. Why eschew the chance to extricate yourself from legal claims that can still be pursued? Oh, Bruce, you mean we should just abandon the claims because you say so? Funny how you're so quick to forget when there's real merit behind something. Running away doesn't make it disappear. The claims are still there, just like your client's embarrassing attempt at hiding behind the private person label after running for office. And newsflash, public figure status doesn't get wiped away because you lost an election. But hey, maybe next time she'll read the fine print before tossing her hat in the ring. Or is it a sunshade? Why make such antagonistic public statements on X, formerly Twitter, in response to the voluntarily dismissal instead of accepting the new status quo? You know, Bruce, not everyone folds like a cheap suit when a voluntary dismissal happens. Some of us actually take time to address the nonsense rather than pretending it didn't exist. But I get it. Your client's used to playing the victim, and you seem to think the world should just roll over. But here's an idea. Instead of worrying about why we're responding, maybe try reading the room. The new status quo you're so fond of is a fantasy in your own fucked up head. Is your right to mock and humiliate someone on YouTube thumbnails so important? Bruce, mocking and humiliating. Is that what you think this is? Well, I'm sorry to disappoint, but what we're doing isn't mocking. We're simply pointing out the obvious. You know, those little things that you keep trying to bury under all your legal jargon and PR geniuses. It's not our fault that you've made such a spectacle of yourself that every time you do something stupid and ridiculous, it's practically begging to be noticed. But hey, if you want to keep confusing transparency with mockery, feel free to keep doing you. We'll just keep calling it like we see it. But don't worry, Bruce. I'm sure your PR team will keep spinning it into something that makes you look good. Well, at least to them, obviously. Are you a free speech warrior for the right to mock private people on YouTube? Oh, Brucey. Free speech warrior, huh? Nice try. But again, we're not mocking private people. We're simply addressing public behavior. See, it's not our fault you've made your legal drama and antics public. When you chose to throw yourself into the spotlight, you can't get upset when people notice and, comment on it. You might want to reconsider those whose private life we're talking about, because when you're out there stirring up all the bullshit that you have on YouTube, it's hard to call it private anymore. But hey, I'm a free speech warrior, so if that means calling out people who can't handle their own bullshit in public, then I'll wear that badge proudly. So let's address the elephant in the room. Your obsession border on the type of behavior highlighted under 18 U.S.C. 1512, which criminalizes attempts to intimidate, and you have to remember this was at the time he was trying to intimidate Shara. And you accuse others of exploiting situations for clicks and views while you weaponize the legal system to threaten, intimidate, and, let's be honest, generate your own version of tabloid drama. And while we're on the subject of PR, hats off to your team for their stellar work on screwing the proverbial pooch. It's genuinely impressive how you managed to turn every opportunity for redemption into yet another circus act. Well, due to your actions, cause and effect, the fact that one of your PR team members may also be named in this mess, which currently now has been named in this mess, as along with how many others have been added to your bullshit, Bruce, because you got them all wrapped up in this crap, and they're eating each other up. They're chewing each other to bits. And right now, it's just a dog eat dog, isn't it? They're chasing each other's tails around and trying to see who they can stomp next. And the best part about it is while they're trampling each other to see who's going to come out on top, the rest of us just sit back and laugh at your stupidity. I'm sorry. I had to go off script there. Sorry about that. It's genuinely impressive how you managed to turn every opportunity for redemption into another circus act due to your actions, the cause and effect, the fact that one of your PR team members may also be named in this mess and has been. It's almost poetic because their strategy has nothing but made you look worse. And here I was thinking I was the only artard in the room. Turns out I've got competition. But don't worry, Bruce. I'm still the daddy here, despite your desperate attempts to knock me down a peg. And trust me, even at my best, that is not a far fall. It's clear that I am living rent-free in your head. It is the most interesting about me. You are scraping the bottom of the barrel and you're still failing. So let's face it, even if I were a drunk and addled, I'd still be better at this than you. What does that say about your skills or lack thereof? Holy cow. Have a great rest. You have a great night also, Mary. I appreciate you. This is all about having a little bit of fun. You are an absolute gem and a sweetheart, and I thank you so much. I will see you very soon. Mary. Have a wonderful day. There we go. That one's for you right there. Yes. Thank you so much. Shizzy's at least mid-barrel. No, I'm not even mid-barrel. I am bottom of the barrel. Trust me on that. I'm a nothing, nobody, nowhere, no how. I just have fun. I have fun crawling around in the mud, doggone it. So now, about MG Law deciding not to have you on his channel. And we've heard about this because MG Law got involved in this stuff. He was covering it, but because Bubbles, the dumbass that he is, decided that it wasn't fair that nobody wanted to talk about his mac and cheese bullshit. Remember? Do you remember how MG was talking about this? He was hanging out. He was covering the case. We were actually having a great time laughing about all of the insanity of this. And he was coming at it from a legal analysis. One of those YouTubers, one of those number of YouTubers that were interested in covering this case. And where did that get him? That got him lambasted by a bunch of people that came after him. And of course, life happens. And he said, I've got better things to do than this. He's a lawyer that has actual ethics, Bubbles. He wouldn't touch your bullshit with a 10-foot pole. It's not about nuking his channel. It's about not wanting to risk his reputation by associating with your relentless, flailing attempts to justify the unjustifiable. You're not exactly a beacon of professionalism, Brucey, and maybe that's why MG Law and DUI Guy, plus Buckle, have stayed as far away from you as possible. They know what you apparently don't. And this is something that a lot of people tend to forget, is ethics still matter. These men aren't intimidated by you, Bubbles. They're just unimpressed. They have what's called ethics that you fail to understand. Speaking of unimpressed, your natural aggression towards women. And I did notice that there is quite quite a bit of this. MG Law had a family loss as well, not just worth it. Exactly. There's better things for him to do. I mean, you know, and it was one of those where, you know, I've got life and I don't have time for this. 944 watching. Thank you, Tug Raiders and Tug, for raiding. I appreciate you. Thank you, sir. Megan, thank you. I appreciate it. I know that Megan and Tug, you know, they do raids, and it's wonderful. I love it. 270 likes. Poke that thumbs up. Give it a little bit of love. Dan Davis, so sorry for having to live off the grid. That's how it happens, Major Man. Mom, sorry. Yeah, Dan Davis, we hope you get power back really soon. God, this just sucks for you. I really hate it for him. You're a Tug and Meg Raider. Awesome, Red Wolf. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome, Raiders. You're late and just got your shower at bedtime? Are you lonely tonight? Sorry. Oh, that's so bad. So his well, I got off track. Never mind. Speaking of unimpressed, oh, that's what it was. His natural aggression towards women, and I bring this up because, you know, you got McVile PP, you've got what's the other chunkster? Oh, with Dick, whatever his face, that guy. And it seems like every single person that is getting involved in this on the, you know, that's part of that ANTI-WTH group really has this propensity of being very aggressive and angry at women. I wonder if it's maybe some sort of mommy issue. I don't know. But is this why you seem to single them out for your tantrums? What is it, Bruce? A deep-seated insecurity, a bruised ego, whatever it is. Your inability to control yourself speaks volumes about your competence or lack thereof. Maybe that's why your peers steer clear of you. They see what the rest of us see, a man desperately trying to claw his way out of a hole he dug for himself. And on the subject of your struggles, Bruce, I hear there's a pill for that small problem you've been having. Oh, but there's more. So let's dive in, shall we? As a lawyer, you know better than most who are following this that a major aspect of What the Hell's Bad Neighbor's story is abusing litigation to generate content. Remember when you said that, Bruce? Ah, yes, the classic blame the lawyers routine. Never mind that you're the one publicly demanding attention, sending out the emails, making sure everyone hears about your legal expertise by spreading the drama. If litigation is being used to generate content, you're the one feeding the fire. You're the one that got the Cankle Twins to send out bad legal takes like candy on Halloween, and somehow I'm the one generating content. Well, look at you feeding your own narrative to the public. If litigation is your idea of content, maybe you should start charging a subscription fee. But hey, you're the one who can't stop playing the game. You wanted the spotlight, Brucey. Now you're the one scrambling to keep it. You can't quite blame others for the circus when you're the biggest show in town. And then did you ever watch the 10-feet video of incident using to get a competent ruling in Ohio? Yeah, you mean the Ohio restraining order that is still in effect, that they've been in trouble for time and time and time and time again for breaking that Ohio restraining order? When's their next court date coming up for that one? I'm so sorry, Bruce. I didn't realize you were running a legal analysis service on YouTube. If this was so critical, why didn't you cover it yourself? Because this is the same bullshit that McVile and Dick, whatever loser, wants to send me. All these stupid emails, and all the other loons out there want to say, did you ever watch the 10-feet video? Are you that dumb? You know, like a legal expert would. But wait, isn't it more fun to throw your clients' names into the mix to make content for yourself? I'll gladly give it a look, but here's the thing. You're the one who's been too busy with distractions to focus on what really matters. So if you're so concerned about the legal issue, maybe you should stop trying to get the Cankle Twins to pretend it's a big deal while everyone else is sitting here pointing out your legal blunders. But hey, maybe, just maybe, you'll analyze it next time for you sort of the mess you're in. Bigger mess now. And then your next statement, whatever the hell that was, how about analyzing the issue of Ohio court exercising jurisdiction in the first place? That's a real legal issue for a real legal expert covering a real story in a serious way. Well, funny you bring up jurisdiction, Bruce, especially when you're trying to make it seem like you're the serious legal expert. Funny how no one asked you to step up and offer your take on this when the real issue is your handling of this whole case. Not Ohio, this case. Right there in Gainesville. Jurisdiction is a hot topic, but it's just a smokescreen where you're busy playing legal poker on the internet. You might want to focus on jurisdiction in the actual courtroom instead of giving unsolicited YouTube expert advice. Hey, Taz, good to see you, lovely lady. Welcome. I hadn't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well. I hope that life is treating you wonderfully. Good to see you. Thank you for the super chat. It makes this channel feel oh so welcome, and we are wiping out another little white spot right there on the helmet, right there for you, right there, that beautiful one. Thank you, Taz. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing very well. And this bullshit right here, did you ever address the video of John Cook being accosted with homophobic slurs and challenged to a brawl? Please analyze it. We did, Bubbles. We didn't do it online. We analyzed it and realized that there's nothing to see there because it makes your clients look really bad. Ah, yes, the homophobic slurs, the threats to fight. But wait, did you ever address it? You're the one who posted the drama. You got people talking about it, and now you want us to analyze it, Bruce. This whole thing is a mess, and you're feeding a fire with every word you type. Who needs an analysis when you've made it so easy to mock you? But hey, don't mind me. I'll be waiting for the next content opportunity you bless the internet with. Oh, right. You've got enough distractions going on to pick and choose your battles. I get it. Analyzing this would take away from the fun of using this for content, huh? Did you ever cover the federal claims and allegations? You're too legal expert. I am no legal expert. Never have been. After all, you covered the story in a one-sided way, so you don't owe it at least to give your legal expert views on federal claims. Oh, Bruce, you think we're missing something here. Maybe it's because the federal claims are already being discussed by people who know exactly what they're talking about while you're busy playing catch-up. Maybe it's because we're all a bit tired of your one-sided whining. You covered what you wanted. But now the facts are catching up to you, and it's time for a real expert to weigh in, huh? Sorry, Bruce. I don't think your legal expertise is going to fix your bad PR, no matter how much you put on the leather gimp suit and get spanked. Better luck next time. And then, of course, this next response was, so how about your thoughts on Hale's deposition conduct? And this is your lawyer's... Not my lawyer, and mine? Well, now we're getting to the good stuff. Your deposition conduct, Bruce. You wanted me to comment on that. Well, we have been. Yours is especially egregious, and everyone knows how I've been living rent-free in your head, haven't I? But sure, feel free to pretend that you're the one making all the legal moves while we watch you crumble under the pressure. The Cankle Twins couldn't even save you from yourself. You're so wrapped up in making sure everyone else behaves properly that you've lost sight of your own role in this. Son, you know that it's hard to look professional when you're throwing tantrums online and getting spanked by a judge, right? You understand that. And of course, then you go on to say there's lots of great content there, easy and cheap, and plenty of interest from your audience in it. Oh, absolutely, Bruce. Absolutely. You've made it so easy for everyone to churn out content. In fact, you're practically begging for us to make videos about your fuck-ups. The more you whine, the more material we get. The funny thing is, you're so desperate for attention that you don't realize you're providing the best content for us. And we're not even having to try that hard. Just so keep it up, Bruce. I'm sure your audience will love the continued train wreck. Remember, because of you, you set this up. We're just enjoying the show. And of course, your next comment was, every filing in the federal case has been analyzed to death by a bunch of what the hell surrogates. Surrogates, huh? But they're all non-lawyers, so you'd carve a niche, even if our side has no YouTube lawyer covering the case yet. Boy. Blundering, boring Zabozo. Yes. 1067 Invader. That is so true. A blundering, bubbling bozo. And if you remember, whenever you were kids, there was this clown on TV called Bozo the Clown. That was like my morning stuff whenever I was little, and I remember that very well. Thank you so much. That is for you, Taz67 Invader. Wonderful, wonderful. Oh, so now we're trying to carve a niche, huh? I thought the real niche was your continued inability to step up and handle your own messes. But hey, I'm sure your side still is trying to figure out how to spin this all into something resembling a win. And good luck with that. And for the record, if you're really hoping to get someone to cover your side, maybe start by not giving so much material to work with. You're practically begging for attention at this point. So what's next? Another begging for legal expertise? You claim all the attacks from Megan Fox, from Tug, from Shitty, that's me by the way, and the rest of the irrelevant YouTubers have no effect on your regular law practice. Well, really? Here's the thought. Maybe the fact that you're spending so much time whining about us means that we're having some effect after all. If your other so-called clients don't know about the case, well, they soon enough will. Don't worry about that. Just like your federal case isn't going as smoothly as you hoped, especially since Jeremy is busy refusing to settle. Again. Oops. Looks like the regular law practice might be the least of your problems. As for the claims that none of us could contact a single one of your clients, please, some of us have ethics in your antics. They're so obvious that we don't need to go digging into your client's business. They'll find out what kind of bullshit attorney you are soon enough. One who's more interested in making headlines than actually practicing law. But you can keep telling yourself that none of this has any effect. That's the denial stage of this process, right? Now, when you talk about your private emails getting shared and mocked, Bruce, let me ask you this. Did you really think your email correspondence would just be filed away, never see the light of day? Your legal points may seem private to you, but once you've opened that Pandora's box, shithead, there's no going back. It's not our fault you've given us all so much material to work with. You keep sending out emails like you're not expecting them to be publicly scrutinized. Even an artard like me knows that when you send something in writing, it's public. It's not a violation of privacy. It's a reality. Of course, if you want to keep playing the victim, fine, but let's not pretend your behavior doesn't reflect on you, while me, Megan, Tug, we're just pointing out your bullshit actions. That's the real mockery. When we share your own words, it's not us making a fool of you. You're doing that all on your own. But go ahead, continue to deflect and pretend it's all about us. We'll sit back and enjoy the show as your words and your actions just consistently unravel. You wanted our attention and now you've got it. You just don't like that we're calling you out on your bullshit and showing your inadequacies. And finally, Bubbles, I want you to know I do know my flaws. I own every damn one of them. That's what sets me apart from you and your laughable crusade. You're just embarrassing yourself in real time. And maybe just take a moment to reflect on that. Or don't. Either way, I'll be here holding court with all you fine people on the YouTubes as usual, and you'll continue providing the content that keeps my audience laughing and questioning how you ever passed the bar. Yours sarcastically and sensationally, short bus riding, Velcro shoe wearing, self-proclaimed genius at pointing out the obvious mistakes of others, Shizzywhiznut, or you can just call me Papa Nut if you behave. And P.S. Thanks for buying my next bottle of bourbon. It will make good sipping for the upcoming weekend, which has turned into like longer than a month. Cheers. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Well, let's read through some of any super chats we've got going on here. Welcome again. We're just reading through some of my favorite letters to the dumbass Bubbles. Can't sleep. Have the dulcet tones of Vice Baby's velvety smooth voice to lull you to Neverland. There you go. And he will do that too. He will lull you to sleep. Report of an active pew-pewer at a children's hospital. I don't even know how long that's been active. Holy crap. That's crazy. We may have to break into that. No, Shizzy rides the short bus. That is absolutely true. I ride that short bus straight to hell if I can get on it fast enough and not trip over my untied Velcro shoes, because I really have a hard time tying those things. I will just say it is the most insane part of my life, just wearing those shoes. You slip them on, you want to slip out the back door, and you just can't do it. Just can't do it. See, where are we at? Where are we at now? Moving on up. Your phone needs charging. Well, you get some night, Elfie, and thank you very much for hanging out, and I appreciate you so much. Appreciate you so much. Wait, do you guys remember Howdy Doody? Yeah, I remember Howdy Doody. Now, see, I didn't even know that was black and white. That thing had been around forever, but as a child, I remember Howdy Doody. He was a little creepy. Just saying. I guess kids ended up getting the Pixar version of that, which was what was it? The Toy Story. Yeah, that reminded me a lot of Howdy Doody. Oh, I just have to check him out. Oh, really? Captain Kangaroo? Yeah, I remember Captain Kangaroo. Captain Kangaroo, yeah, that was that was a little weird. Damn, Shizzy, you're making me feel old, brother. Yeah, no, Captain Kangaroo, Howdy Doody. Used to watch the Banana Splits after school specials. I remember those. They had the monkeys and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I remember it was in black and white. Yeah, Howdy Doody was my hero as a redheaded kid. That's awesome, Doug. Oh man. Oh, we empathize with gingers here. We do have quite a few of them on this channel. It's surprising. Shooting not confirmed. Well, that's good, Major Mom. We don't like the pew-pews happening, especially if there's kids involved. That's just horrible. Decent Texas storm. If you think Bozo was creepy on TV, it was worse in person. Well, imagine this, Tammy, my brother and sister actually went to one of their live, went and saw it because that was filmed in Chicago. And so my brother and sister, my older brother and sister, got to go in person and be part of the show for one of those. I was there, but I think I was too little and I don't remember it. I was still a baby. Romper Room. Yeah, there was Romper Room too. Schoolhouse Rock was great. Yeah, Schoolhouse Rock, Fraggle Rock. Yeah, that would have been more in what the 80s. Yeah, Fraggle Rock. That was on HBO or something like that. Speaking of gingers, tell them I sold this one. Howdy. I love that. I just don't know who Mr. Green Jeans was. Grandfather Clock gave me nightmares. Oh, that would happen. Hobo Kelly. Don't remember Hobo Kelly. But I do remember there was what was it, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. That was out about the same time. Puff and stuff, HR Puff and stuff. Yeah, it was Puff the Magic Dragon, all that. Who remembers the Magic Garden? Yeah, yeah, that's crazy. My soul. Our gang, little Rachel's, Captain Penny, Barnaby. Yeah, and see, we did see reruns as kids because you had the Little Rascals, and you had Saturday morning cartoons. Those are gone. Those are things of the past. The Bugaloos. I don't know that one. 47, you're bringing back your childhood. I do that. The Electric Company. Yeah, the Electric Company, Sesame Street. One stupid asshole, two stupid. And then, of course, Sesame Street came along. Yeah. Soupy Sales. Yeah, Soupy Sales. That's right. That's right. I remember that one. Big Comfy Couch. Can't forget classic cartoons. Heckle and Jekyll, The Underdog. Yeah, see, mine was Bugs Bunny, Roadrunner, and then of course you had Heckle and Jekyll. Most of the stuff I saw, like Tom and Jerry, were more like after school kind of cartoons that they had that were playing. All reruns, of course. Um, and that was before everything was PC. Because I remember Mammy, she was brutal to Tom. She would just like, Tom, you little son of a beat the hell out of him. Captain Caveman. Yeah, or the Grape Ape. That was another one. Yeah, Tom and Jerry. Yeah, we grew up in the best area. Little Rascals with Big Al. I mean, yeah, the Three Stooges. You had the Little Rascals. Mighty Mouse. Yeah, Mighty Mouse was another one. Adam Ant was another one, and then you had. See, I didn't really like the Flintstones, and it just never was one of my like go-tos. I mean, I knew of it, but I just didn't. I I didn't quite get it. I like the Jetsons, which I think was done by the same people. Hanna-Barbera. Yeah. Betty Boop, Yogi Bear. Yeah, Yogi Bear was another one. But like Saturday morning cartoons, those were like the best times because the parents wanted to sleep in, probably because they had too much to drink the night before. Little would we know. But you would get up at the crack of dawn. You'd go scrambling down. You'd turn on the TV. You grab the clicker. And, well, if you had one, we were unfortunate didn't have those. I don't think I saw color TV until, I was a little bit older. And Bullwinkle and is that Bullwinkle? Bullwinkle. It was Bullwinkle and Rocky, yeah. Rocky and Bullwinkle show. Hmm. I mean, those were all the kind of things that you got up there. Oh, yeah. Speed Racer. Yeah. Yeah. Speed Racer. Loma Linda, California hospital, hour ago. Lockdown still unclear. Mm. 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 Oh, sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. Bozo the Clown, Tennessee Tuxedo. I don't know that one. It was the Honeymooners as caveman. Okay. Okay. The Wacky Races, the Rangers, Abbott and Costello, and Who's on First was the best. Yeah, that was one of the favorites. That was back whenever you had Jerry Lewis, the comedian. The Jetsons, yeah. First remote it was on a long cable. Exactly. Had the rabbit ear antennas, and if you were lucky, you had one that like hooked into the back for VHF and UHF, and then you had the aerial that came out of the side of the house, and you could, you go out there and turn it just the right direction to pick up the nearest TV station. What's up, traveling fools? Good to see you. Yo, yo, yo. I hope you had a good time last night. Good to see you, brother. If you haven't checked out Traveling Fools, he does late night trivias. He does all kinds of really cool stuff, and he's good people. He's actually here in Georgia also. Mickey Milky the Clown out of Detroit. The magic word was Twin Pines. I remember the rabbit ears thing. Yeah, well, the rabbit ears were okay, and it was crazy. F Troop, yeah, F Troop was funny. So was Hogan's Heroes. I mean, I was talking about cartoons. Yeah, Davy and Goliath. See, Davy and Goliath was part of that whole Gumby, and it was just not really. I didn't like the claymation stuff. It gave me like the creeps. It just creeped me out. Hey, Max Loud, good to see you. Monica, Laura Ingalls Wilder's books. Oh yeah, yeah. My wife has a full set still. She has all the books like from her childhood. Hong Kong Fooey, Hong Kong Fooey. I think that's right. I think that's right. Hong Kong Fooey. Yeah, it was a dog. The Beatles cartoon. I don't remember that one. The Smurfs. Now, see that the Smurfs were more of my brother and sister's era. It was some horrible French TV thing. I was like, that one did creep me out. The Smurfs were a little bit weird. Like, I never really got them too much. Produced by the church. What church? What church? I heard they're doing a redo of Little House on the Prairie. I mean, I could see that. Reading is fundamental. Yeah, I always wish they'd be my neighbors so I could get new books. That's right. Mug Raid, welcome, Mug Raiders. Welcome, welcome. I still use rabbit ears. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of kids that are using rabbit ears now, but for different reasons. Banana splits, yeah, that's what I said. Banana splits, and that was always creepy. But they had great cartoons. You know what really scared the shit out of me as a kid was Star Trek. That one, because that was still pretty new. And I was completely freaked out by the aliens. I was like, oh my gosh. And then as I got older, I was like, oh, I get it now. This is actually pretty good. Did anyone, you have channel 8, the box you could put a code in, play your music video for 99 cents back in the 90s? See, back in the 90s, I would have been touring. So I didn't watch too much TV. Like, yeah, Lost in Space was another one. That was more like after school. Lost in Space was more of what I'd watch after school. Danger, Will Robinson, danger. I hated it when it was my turn to turn the antenna. Dave Engelhei's Christian claymation children's television series whose central characters were created by Art Clokey and was produced first by the United Lutheran Church. Oh, okay. We had Oster. You may have not liked the Flintstones because it was written with adults in mind. It was a primetime show originally. That might be it. That might be why. That might be why. And it was, Flintstones was more based on the honeymooners. So it just, and I love the honeymooners as I got older. That's why, the Flintstones was pretty good. Was it Lose Their Minds if they had Speedy Gonzalez playing on TV now? Oh God, yeah, that was another one. Because you had, oh yeah, Speedy was pretty damn awesome. Like, everybody wanted to be Speedy. Slee Slack scared the snot out of you. Yeah. Land of the Lost was good. Yeah, Land of the Lost was another one. It was pretty good. Roadrunner. Yeah, the Mickey Mouse Club. Yeah, Mickey Mouse. Buck Rogers. Oh yeah. Oh, what was it? God damn it! It was that little robot that would follow Buck Rogers around all the damn time. Oh yeah, that was one that I watched like religiously as a kid. See, I really wasn't into Johnny Quest. Tweety, yeah, there was Tweety. I really wasn't into Johnny Quest. That didn't really hit it for me, I think. You know, I was more into watching, you know, Foghorn Leghorn, son. Okay, folks. Pain meds hit. Time to go. Take care. Shizzy, enjoy your time off, but don't mention where in Florida you're going, or the fleas will stalk your butt. Well, yeah, they're not gonna bother. I'm not worth it. Thank God. Yeah, the Tasmanian Devil Taz was awesome. The $6 billion man. Yeah, you had the $6 billion man, which was the Bionic Man. You had the Bionic Woman. You had Wonder Woman. Like there was like we had some pretty good TV shows. I mean, you look at them now, you're like, oh my God, it was horribly cheesy. One that I wish would have run much longer was The Greatest American Hero. Now that one was hilarious because, you know, here he gets like this super outfit and he can't figure it out because he lost the instruction manual to it. It's just what a mess. Knight Rider, yeah, yeah. Tomcat was always good. Yeah, and of course you had Get Smart. That was always fun. Petticoat Junction, yeah. Adam 12, Dragnet. What was the other one? There was another one, like Chips. That was another one. I remember Chips. That was fun. Airwolf. God, yeah. See, all of the TV shows I watched as a kid. It's like Timo's superhero outfit, no instructions. It's like this yeah, Woody Woodpecker. Yeah. MASH still replays here. Yeah, you can still watch MASH. Hogan's Hero reruns growing up. Rockford Files, yeah. Beverly Hillbillies, Found Albert, Perry Mason is on in 22 minutes. BJ and the Bear. Oh God, yes. Yeah. Love Boat. Dennis the Menace, My Three Sons. Name of the character was an issue. That's why they took Greatest American Hero. What was the name of the character? I mean, and that was, you know, that sort of goes into what was another one that was good. The Quantum Leap. That one was always pretty good. And the final episode was like, oh, just damn, just damn. Yeah, that was crazy. Well, let's do another story here. Another letter. Y50. Leave it to Beaver. Yeah, you guys are crazy. All right, let's get some, let's moisten the vocal cords here. Ah, yes. Oh, that's so much better. That's so much better. Well, Aussie just Jen lost power internet for 4 days and just got back on late Monday. A little bit of damage from the wind, crazy rain. Never seen so much horizontal rain. Well, and Dan Davis has been without power since hurricane season passed through. He's been without power for getting close to 200 days now that he's been without power. So I feel you. It's crazy. Streets of San Francisco. Oh, what was it? The Courtship of Eddie's Father. That was another one that was on. Isn't that right? Something like that. All I know is. All right, let's do this next one. All right. Dear Bruce, congratulations. Well, you've outdone yourself yet again with another filing of a motion so embarrassingly pointless that a judge had to explain in detail why it was essentially a waste of paper and everyone's time. I mean, Bruce, you've hit a new low when the court has to start its ruling with, the case is already in Gainesville. Imagine filing a motion to move a case that's already where you want it to go. Stunningly, truly a masterclass in futility. The judge's order is like a map for the geographically and logically impaired. You're already here, Bruce. This is Gainesville. Please stop embarrassing yourself. I'm starting to think you never actually looked at the case caption. You know, That part at the top of every filing that tells you where the case is, or maybe you've just been too busy concocting your next ill-fated motion to bother. Either way, it's comedy gold for the rest of us, and we do thank you. Megan Fox wrote a wonderful song about that. What's truly delightful is the effort you put into trying to make a mountain out of a molehill. Did you really think this motion was going to accomplish something, or was that just another one of your desperate ploys to pretend you're doing something productive? Because if so, mission accomplished. You've certainly fooled yourself. And that footnote, oh yeah, that footnote, complaining about the lack of a phone conference, as if that somehow justifies this circus. I won't speculate on why it hasn't happened, but we know now that it did. But the fact that you felt the need to shoehorn that complaint into your motion is just peak bubbles. You're like a kid who forgot his homework and is now trying to blame the dog, the weather, the alignment of Jupiter, or whatever else you can for why nothing is getting done. It's almost endearing, not almost. Well, let's talk about your PR team for a second. Are they okay? Because I'm starting to think they've either quit on you or they secretly hate you. This motion reads like something they'd let you file just for laughs. Sure, Bruce, go ahead, file it. Let's see what happens. And what happens? You get smacked down by the court again. I can only assume your team is sitting around with popcorn watching this slow motion shit show train wreck unfold and loving every damn second of it. Of course, I can't forget to mention how flattering it is that I'm still living rent-free in your head. Your every move seems to be made with me in mind. I mean, who are you really trying to convince here? The court, your PR team, yourself? It's clear that you measure your day by how much you think you've owned me. And yet here I am. I'm thriving on your ineptitude. Thanks for the inspiration, Brucey. You've made this all too easy. Brucey, I know my flaws. I own them. I wear my shortcomings on my sleeve like a badge of honor. But you're a walking case study of self-delusion. Even on my worst day, when I'm stumbling around riding the short bus and tying my Velcro shoes, I am still miles ahead of you. What does that say about you, Brucey? I'll give you a hint. Nothing good. And let's not ignore this elephant in the room, or rather the judge in the room. At this rate, it's only a matter of time before you get sanctioned for it wasting everyone's time, which we know now is not true. The judge won't. I mean, filing a motion like this is a legal equivalent of showing up to a chess match and trying to play checkers, and you're in over your head, Bruce, and it shows. Speaking of over your head, it's not surprising to me that plaintiff's counsel reportedly wrote you following in an email. I told you why I object. This is another reason it appears the case is still in Gainesville Division. You're moving to transfer a case that's already still in the Gainesville Division. You're also doing it not for purposes of conveniences of witnesses, as many witnesses are not going to be from Florida, and it doesn't matter whether they fly to Pensacola or Gainesville. What you're doing is a thinly veiled attempt to remove the magistrate, which we know is true now. This will be brought out and fleshed out in detail in our reply, along with Rule 11 motion for sanctions and possibly even a count against you for abuse of process. Oh, Bruce. It's like getting a legal spanking and then being sent to bed without supper. You're not fooling anyone with your antics, least of all the court. Thinly veiled, it's practically translucent. While we're on the topic of sanctions, I have to wonder, are you trying to collect them like Pokemon? Because if so, you're well on your way to becoming a sanctions champion. But hey, dumbass, keep it up. Your antics are the gift that keeps on giving, and I can't wait to see what ridiculous bullshit you pull next. It might be another motion to transfer the case somewhere it already is. Perhaps if you finally take a geography class and discover the wonders of reading case captions. Either way, dumbass, I'll be here laughing all the way. Warmest regards, Shizzywhiznut, professional art-hard Velcro enthusiast, still your daddy, and frankly doing a better job than your entire PR team combined, because I've owned your ass over and over on all of this. Biatch. Oh yeah. That was another wonderful letter. Gomer Pyle, man, you guys are still just naming off TV shows. Imagine. Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate you. I will probably do one more story here in a short bit. Your MS is now progressing. Your spine is crumbling and not a. Sorry to hear that. Disabled Dahlia. That's never fun. Collect them all. Yes. Collect all of your sanctions that you possibly can as soon as possible, because you never know when you're going to need another one. You never know when you're going to need that next one. That hit like a sledgehammer to the groin. Thank you. That is the point. Hit it like a sledgehammer to the groin. I think I've got something here for you guys. It was one that I was working on. I'm not sure if I've shared this latest song with you. Let me see. It might be here. I'll have to double check, because I was working on one and then I got distracted. 3D World does come, most importantly, really damn quick. And I'm not sure if maybe, yeah, I think this is the one. Yeah. What one do I have here? I think that this is it. Yeah, this is it. I think I have it here. I'm pretty positive. I have it here. Give me just a second. Let's see if I've got any more than just the one. I've got two versions of it, and I don't think I listened to this last one. Oh yeah, we'll just play down through these things, because these are pretty damn good. Oh yeah. So I was working on a new one, which is, it's called Hater Funeral. Ooh, it's so good. I think you guys might want to hear this. And it's got a little bit of banjo to it, a little bit of love, a little bit of excitement. That's what I tell you. Excitement, I say. Let's bring this up. I want to change screen here. Give me a second and share the screen. And let's get the entire screen so we can get some audio happening on this bad boy here for you guys. Oh, yeah. If this doesn't wake you up, I don't know what will. Check this one out. Here we go.
Oh, I'm too bored. Nah, baby. I'm just honest. You came for me, should've stayed quiet. Now it's open season and I'm hunting for clowns. Let's go. Step up, get smacked. That's the game. Haters line up, I forget the names. They bark, they bite, but they soft on sight. One hit for me, and they out of the fight. I'm cold, I'm savage, rip them apart. Eat these fools raw like a tiger with heart. They cry online, beg for a break, but I don't back off, I raise the stakes. Who's the one that's crushing y'all? Shizzy. Who's the name you hate to call? Shizzy. Who's rent-free in your little mind? Daddy's here, better fall in line. I'm brutal, savage, no damn chill. I break these clowns just for the thrill. They talk, I walk, then lay them flat. You hate me now, too bad for that. I'm brutal, yeah, that's my lane. I end careers, I end the game. They cry and whine, but can't get free, cause they stuck in the shadow of Shizzy Daddy. They cry he's mean, they cry unfair, but they love to watch, they always there. They hate my name, but say it loud. Can't stay away, I'm the voice of the crowd. I roast them slow, I roast them hot. Turn weak little lies into shattered plots. You bring receipts, I bring the store. I'm taking your pride and asking for more. Who's the one that's breaking necks? Shizzy. Who's the one that cashes checks? Shizzy. Who's the nightmare in your sleep? That's Daddy not playing for keeps. I'm brutal, savage, no damn chill. I break these clowns just for the thrill. They talk, I walk, then lay them flat. You hate me now, too bad for that. I'm brutal, yeah, that's my lane. I end careers, I end the game. They cry and whine, but can't get free, cause they stuck in the shadow of Shizzy Daddy. Post your comments, think you're slick, but I see through it real real quick. I don't forget, I don't forgive. I break your world, that's how I live. Y'all play checkers while I play chess. I drop bombs, you clean the mess. You want the smoke, then come and try. But bring a will, cause you might just die. Cause you might just die. I'm brutal, savage, no damn chill. I break these clowns just for the thrill. They talk, I walk, then lay them flat. You hate me now, too bad for that. I'm brutal, yeah, that's my lane. I end careers, I end the game. They cry and whine, but can't get free, cause they stuck in the shadow of Shizzy Daddy. You hate me? Good. You fear me? Better. You'll forget me? Never. I'm Shizzy, I break 'em, I roast 'em, I bury 'em. And guess what? I'm just getting started.
Oh yeah, that one was fun. So what did you think? You like that? Did you like that one? Did you like that one? I've got another one. I'll have to share it with you. Are you an Aussie? Also, yeah, we got quite a few Aussies that come in and hang out. God, quite a few. 8K is so close. Yeah, 8K is right around the corner. 8K is right around the corner. One day, eventually, I'll hit the 8K, and then, but the big push is really for the 10K. That's what I'm pushing for, is that big 10-0. That's my goal for the end of the year. I'm hoping that happens. I really do. It'll be awesome as hell. And now, see, I worked on a couple of those, and then I came up with another one that I thought was a little bit different, because it's the same lyrics, but I think this one is better. Let me show you. I'll share this with you. There we go. This one right here.
Let's go! Step.
Right here. There we go.
They say I'm too brutal. Nah, baby, I'm just honest. You came for me, should've stayed quiet. Now it's open season, and I'm hunting for clowns. Let's go. Step up, get smacked, that's the game. Haters line up, I forget their names. They bark, they bite, but they soft on sight. One hit from me, and they out of the fight. I'm cold, I'm savage, rip them apart. Eat these fools raw like a tiger with heart. They cry online, beg for a break, but I don't back off, I raise the stakes. Who's the one that's crushing y'all? Shizzy. Who's the name you hate but call? Shizzy. Who's rent free in your little mind? Daddy's here, better fall in line. I'm brutal, savage, no damn chill. I break these clowns just for the thrill. They talk, I walk, then lay them flat. You hate me now, too bad for that. I'm brutal, yeah, that's my lane. I end careers, I end the game. They cry and whine, but can't get free, cause they stuck in the shadow of Shizzy Daddy. They cry, he's mean, they cry unfair, but they love to watch, they always there. They hate my name, but say it loud. Can't stay away, I'm the voice of the crowd. I roast them slow, I roast them hot. Turn weak little lies into shattered plots. You bring receipts, I bring the store. I'm taking your pride and asking for more. Who's the one that's breaking neck? Shizzy. Who's the one that cashes checks? Shizzy. Who's the nightmare in your sleep? That's Daddy Nut, again for keeps. I'm brutal, savage, no damn chill. I break these clowns just for the thrill. They talk, I walk, then lay them flat. You hate me now, too bad for that. I'm brutal, yeah, that's my lane. I end careers, I end the game. They cry and whine, but can't get free, cause they stuck in the shadow of Shizzy Daddy.
All right, I've got one that you guys haven't heard yet. You're gonna like this one. You're gonna like this one. Trust me, this one's fun. It's pretty good. There we go.
From the swamps of Florida, where the gators roam wild, Dukes of Levy County, they were anything but mild. Moonshine in their blood, smoke in the air, with their wild eyes blazing, they didn't have a care. Oh, running through the water, falling in the mud, laughing like there's no tomorrow, feeling like a flood. Ooh, those nights were magic, crazy and so tragic. With the moon up high, Dukes of Levy fly. Marijuana clouds floating in the breeze, shooting stars and fireflies dancing in the trees. In their beat-up boats, they'd spaz and float on a psychedelic ride out of control. No guide.
You like that? This is the best one yet.
Roaring in through the water, falling in the mud, laughing like there's no tomorrow, feeling like a flood. Ooh, those nights were magic, crazy and so tragic. With the moon up high, Dukes of Levy fly. Marijuana clouds floating in the breeze, shooting stars and fireflies dancing in the trees. In their beat-up boats, they'd spaz and float on a psychedelic ride out of control. No guide.
All right, we got a little bit of blues for you coming up. Gotta give you a little bit of crackhead charade here. That's right. All right, let's hear a little bit of crackhead in the streets. Here we go.
Crackhead in the streets, diaper on tight, causing a ruckus every single night. Dancing like a lunatic, moving so wild, got the whole city watching, going mild. Diaper swaying side to side, she's the talk of the town. People stare in confusion, they can't help but frown. But she don't care about the judgment, she just wants to be free, living life on her own terms, that's his decree. Crackhead charade, dancing in the moonlight, diaper-clad renegade, causing quite a sight.
4 and 3.
With every twirl and shake, he brings utter delight. Crackhead charade, shining so bright underneath the city lights. She's a rebel with no shame, living in her own world, breaking every chain. The rhythm in her heart beats louder than the crowd. A diaper-wearing dreamer, she's unapologetically proud. Crackhead charade, dancing in the moonlight, diaper-clad renegade, causing quite a sight.
That's right.
With every twirl and shake,
That's right, Red
he
Bull.
brings utter delight. Crackhead charade, shining so bright. The alley is a dance floor, the stars are her stage. She's spinning through the chaos, fueling all the rage. But deep inside her madness, there's a spark that won't fade. A diaper-wearing dreamer, she's unapologetically proud. Crackhead charade, dancing in the moonlight, diaper-clad renegade, causing quite a sight. With every twirl and shake, he brings utter delight. Crackhead charade, shining so bright. So when you see her swaying, just remember this refrain. She's a diapered renegade, dancing through the pain. Crackhead charade, she's a one-of-a-kind fight, lighting up the madness with her chaotic light.
Yeah. Now we're going to listen to a little Toyland Blues, because this is one of my favorites. I really like this one.
Toys scattered round the room, what a sight to see. From G.I. Joes to Barbie dolls, they're all staring back at me. In this dusty old attic, where memories lie, grab my trusty harmonica, let out a soulful cry. Little green army men, standing tall and proud. They fought battles in the backyard back when I was just a child. But now they're covered in cobwebs, forgotten in the years. The magic they once held, now lost in ancient tears. I delve into the dungeons where dragons used to roam. With my imagination, it felt just like home. Tall tales of wizardry with spells and magic rings. But now those enchanted moments are just distant childhood dreams. The smell of old wood and paper takes me back to when the world was full of wonder and dreams knew no end. Every corner of this attic holds a piece of my past, each treasure a reminder that time moves too fast. Little green army men, standing tall and proud. They fought battles in the backyard back when I was just a child. But now they're covered in cobwebs, forgotten in the years. The magic they once held, now lost in ancient tears. A toy train on the table, its track long worn away. I can hear the whistle blowing from those long lost days. And the teddy bear with button eyes, missing part of his ear, was once my greatest comfort when the night brought little green army men, standing tall and proud. They fought battles in the backyard back when I was just a child. But now they're covered in cobwebs, forgotten in the years. The magic they once held, now lost in ancient tears. I pack up my harmonica and take one final glance at this attic full of memories of a time I can't relive again. But I'll hold them in my heart through the laughter and the pain, because in this dusty attic the child in me remains.
Yeah, that was Toyland Blues. That was one that I wrote way back, and I've enjoyed that one quite a bit. And then of course I do have the preacher's deposition or disposition. Deposition. Yeah. This one, you know who it's about. You know what the song is. Here you go.
Once a star on stage, I dance bright. Now I preach under neon lights, spreading words with false delight, hiding truths in the darkest night. I cause whirlwinds, I sowed the storm. Now I claim to be reborn, lawsuits flying in crazy form. My own truth I now adorn. Oh, but bubble sees my right hand, writing motions in a lawless land. Misquoting rules he can't understand, where the strangest duel in the sand. From the pole to the pulpit's height, suing shadows in broad daylight. In the court our lives take flight, insanity's our guiding light. Over bubbles, he's my right hand, writing motions in a lawless land. Misquoting rules he can't understand, where the strangest duel in the sand. From the pole to the pulpit's height, suing shadows in broad daylight. In the court our lives take flight, insanity's our guiding light. Oh, but bubble sees my right hand, writing motions in a lawless land. Misquoting rules he can't understand, where the strangest duel in the sand. Gable falls, but we're still here. Truth and reason disappear. Laughs and whispers all we hear. In this courtroom built on fear, twisting facts, I've got my claim. Gavel falls, but we're still here. Truth and reason disappear. Laughs and whispers all we hear. In this courtroom built on fear.
Twisting facts, I've got my claim.
Yes, that was fun. That was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I had to take a little bit of a break there, get away, just have a little bit of music, a little bit of fun. A little bit of fun. So, one more letter, or should I finish this thing off tonight and send you guys out? We need to write one for the horrors of Turd Purgatory. I already have that one. That one is one of the more disturbing songs that I have a hard time playing, just because it is such a disturbing song. You can find that. You can actually find that on my album. It is green. What is it? Greenbacks and Griff Tracks. Yeah, that one there has. If you check out the page, you'll see that I have multiple albums there. The latest album. And if you look, there's actually a video on it. It's called Theater of Lies, and it tells you a lot about Turd Purgatory, and it's probably one of the more disturbing songs that I do. Well, no, that's fine. That's fine. We're always welcome to be new here. I'm new here too. Just so you know. Yeah, that song is dark too. Yes, it is very dark. That's why I have a hard time playing that song, is because it is such a dark song. And I, it was one of the harder ones that I really had to write. I didn't really enjoy doing it too much. But I it felt like it hit really hard. All right, we'll do one more letter, and then we're just going to fire this thing off. And of course, I will send you wonderful, wonderful fine folks over to go check out more than likely one of my good friends over there, and give them a hard time. Most likely, I'll give you. I'll send you over to Laura. Lauren, she's pretty awesome. But let's get one more letter out of the way, and then we'll call it a night. Call it a night. So let's do this one here. Here we go. Dear Bubbles. Gotta have the music. It's more fitting with the actual music. Dear Bubbles. Oh, Bruce, where do I even begin? Another motion. Another denial. And yet, here we are again with a fresh pile of desperate legal arguments that only further cement your reputation as the king of futility. Your latest gem, the request to excuse mandatory mediation. It's just the kind of incoherent legal spaghetti that keeps the rest of us endlessly entertained. Seriously, thank you for being so bad at this. It is a gift to the world. First off, let's talk about the foundation of your argument, the motion to dismiss under 12b6. Oh yes, the Hail Mary of legal tactics, hoping the judge will just sweep away most of the case so you don't have to face the music. But Bruce, let's not forget your track record here. Your motions are so consistently denied, it's almost like you're running a case study on judicial patience. The plaintiff failed to identify extortion or tortious interference. Really, is that your argument? It's giving the, I didn't do the homework, but let me explain why I shouldn't fail the class. Then we move on to the piece de resistance, your impending damages claims. Wow, not only are you apparently preparing a legal buffet of grievances, but you've also thrown in a sprinkle of federal stalking statutes and side of state common law claims. You must think this is an episode of Law and Order. Attention seeker unit. But my favorite part, your grand claim of being targeted by 200 YouTube videos since May of 2023. Bruce, that's like saying I keep running into doors while ignoring the fact that you're the one running headfirst into them. And oh, the claim of vexatious litigation. Let me guess, this lawsuit is nothing but a YouTube storyline. Bruce, I know you're new to this whole lawyering like a professional thing, but you might want to reread the judge's order explaining why your previous motion was denied. Spoiler, buddy, it's because your arguments are laughably bad. If this lawsuit really is as vexatious as you claim, then you have to explain why you're filing motions that make the judge roll their eyes so hard they probably need a neck brace. But the true masterpiece of your motion, the financial sob story, we're indigent, we can't afford mediation. We didn't ask for this. Bruce, it's hard to take this seriously when you've built an entire legal argument on the claim that the plaintiff is using litigation to financially ruin you. Here's an idea. Stop filing motions that get denied. You might save yourself some cash. That's just a thought. Also, I love your bit about not needing mediation because it would prejudice your totally hypothetical future claims. And that's rich. It's like saying we can't mediate because we're already planning to sue again. Bruce, you're not even pretending to want to resolve this. You've laid your cards on the table and they're all jokers. Let's not ignore the elephant in the room. Your claim that the plaintiff's purpose is to inflict financial burden on you. Bruce, buddy, have you considered that maybe the financial burden comes from filing motions so ridiculous they could double as comedy sketches? I mean, at this point, you're your own worst enemy. So now let's circle back to why no one takes you seriously. You've become a legal punchline. Judges deny your motions with the same enthusiasm most people reserve for swiping left on bad Tinder profiles, and your insistence on dragging this out while claiming indigence is like showing up to a potluck empty-handed, then complaining about the food. Bruce, do you ever stop to wonder why no credible attorney wants to touch your case with a 10-foot pole? I'm willing to bet it's because you have this awesome PR team that can't spin this circus into something respectable. It's not surprising that the plaintiff's counsel reportedly called your attempt to transfer the case a thinly veiled attempt to remove the magistrate. At least they're being generous. Your attempts at strategy are about as veiled as fishnet stockings. So here we are, yet again, watching you flail about, watching you freak the hell out in a shallow end of a legal pool, splashing wildly and screaming for attention. The judge has denied you. Mediation is not excused. And here I am, still your daddy, still living rent-free in your head, while you make a fool of yourself. And by the way, warmest regards from Shizzywhiznut, the professional art Velcro enthusiast, sanctions whisperer, and still undeniably yo daddy. As always, there will be a part 3 to this. It'll be a threesome. It'll be probably better than any threesome you've ever been in. Just stay tuned, Bubbles, because it's going to get crazy for you. It's going to get crazy. Because I guarantee while I'm out of town, there are going to be legal filings after legal filings after legal filings. And it wouldn't surprise me if at some point in time, Bubbles, that because your legal battles have really taken on a whole life of themselves, seeing that you're now included in yet another lawsuit. This one would be the lawsuit that the judge was forced to pass on, that you're now in a whole new legal battle. And I would venture to say that at some point in time, Bubbles, that they're going to ask you to recuse yourself. I would bet that is coming really soon. Because if I'm not mistaken, you're in another lawsuit that might just conflict you out. Do you ever think of that? No roads in those areas. Well, Mojo Blue Mountains in Australia are incredible. Yes, your Shizzy Daddy. Yes, this is wonderful. I can't wait to be able to hike again. Same here. I'm going to probably be getting a lot of exercise while I'm in Florida this next week. It's going to be a blast. And I guarantee you, I am looking forward to it. Everybody, I want to tell you, have a good one. We are going to send you over to see the wonderful Lauren Needy, and go give her some love and throw some bacon in the chat. Thank you very much for being here tonight, and I look forward to tomorrow morning.
Oh, you thought I was done, bless your heart, but I'm still living rent-free, it's a work of art. Call me daddy, call me nut, call me the goat. You're paddling upstream while I'm running this boat. You say, I don't care, yet you're glued to the screen, caught up in my glow while you stay unseen. Your shade's like a breeze, it's barely a draft. Meanwhile, I'm the Picasso of roasting your ass. You say you're over me, oh how cute, but here I am, still the star of your loop. You're my biggest fans, don't even deny, so grab some popcorn when daddy goes live. Live. Call me daddy, yeah, shout it loud. King of your thoughts, I'm making you proud. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, headline act. Your background noise, and that's just a fact. Let's face the score. You hate that you love me, but you keep wanting more. You're like a dog chasing cars, you don't know why. But here you are, barking while I touch the sky. Your comments are gold, such comedy gold. Who hurt you? Oh wait, it's me, I'm told. You're keeping tabs like an unpaid intern while I'm cashing checks. When will you learn? Your timeline's a shrine to every move I make. I say thanks, but you're a nasty skank. Oh, Shizzy's washed up. Yeah, sure, Jan, yet here I am, the centerpiece of your plan. You hate watch my stream like it's Oscar night, but guess what, kiddos? I'm still shining bright. Call me daddy, send in your bread. I'm still rent-free in your effing head. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy on your brain. I'm your mental landlord, you can't complain. Let's keep it real. You hate that I'm winning.
sorry, did I break your streak? You tried to ignore me for like half a week, but daddy's too spicy, you can't look away. I'm the train wreck you need every single day. So while you're out there with your plastic clout, I'm here sipping coffee watching you freak out. You're irrelevant, wow, what a take. Now go rewatch my vids while I count how much I make. Like count how much I make. Call me daddy, yeah, own it now. I'm reading your brain and you don't know how. Pop a nut, shizzy daddy, let's at the bar. I'm the constellation, you're a burned out star. Embrace your role, cause I'm the main character. You're just an old ragged ass, burned out troll. So that's your bedtime story, kids tucked in sweet and snug. Shizzy daddy's forever, you lose and you're stuck in the mud. Now say goodnight to Papa Nut, your mental pain. Oh wait, you will see me tomorrow's agenda will see me tomorrow. Same obsession, same effing thing.
Yeah, throw some